Hey everyone, welcome back to Swanky Disc Golf. It's Christmas. It's the last day of Discmas. Merry Christmas, one and all. Today is Swanky in the Bag Day. Me and Reed are going to be running through our bags for the 2023 season, and Reed's going to be showing you a fun new bag that he got. But first off, we're going to do an in the bag for you guys. For those of you who don't know, we're giving away this Simon Lizotte Grip AX5 bag. If we hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, we have 1 week left. If you've been holding out for some reason, be sure to subscribe. But thanks to Disc Golf Deals USA, we're also giving away 25 discs with the bag. So we're gonna walk through the discs in this bag first. I'll go over the first putter pocket first, which fits 4 discs, pretty impressive. We have an R2 Special Edition Nomad from MVP. We have a Jawbreaker Roach, feels real nice. We have a Thought Space Alter. This thing is crazy feeling, actually. Looks really cool. And then we have a P1 in the new Discmania, what is it, Flex 2 plastic.
All right, I'll hit this pocket, I suppose. We got more putters and a driver, okay?
It's having a hard time fitting all these discs.
We got a Prism Envy. Wow, pretty disc, okay. Another Envy. This one is an Eclipse 2.0 Envy, or yeah, Eclipse 2.0. Gonna be more overstable than the other one, so great little duo there. And then the Crank SS, the Z line Crank SS. I say Z. It's just Z, okay? The Z Crank SS. I'll go ahead and do this one as well. It's just the glitch, of course.
We love the glitch.
We couldn't give you a bag without a glitch in it.
147 grams. Do not putt with this. Okay, and then I'm going to go over this section of the bag. We have MVP Uplink. I've actually never thrown this.
Yeah, they're sick. It's like an understable mid.
Great,
so nice.
Great pair with that Envy, probably. Luna limited edition. This is the money disc. Rainbow stamped limited edition. Big Z Luna. Then we have a Ledgestone Zone, also rainbow stamp. We have an A2 in this beautiful swirly 300 plastic.
That is a gorgeous disc.
Really, really cool disc. A3 bottom stamped Kevin Jones Pro Tour champion.
Oh, yo.
Really sick. 400G plastic. And then we have a Glow Sphea. Anything from Castaplast is amazing.
This bag is so sick.
I know, this is ridiculous. A Glow Jawbreaker Buzz from Ledgestone. Super swirly. Looks like a crayon melting in it. Cool. Iron Samurai 3. Right? 4.
Iron Samurai 4.
Too many of those, but
what the new meta ones? Are they meta?
Chroma.
Chroma, wow.
Chroma
yeah,
MV3.
They look like almost meta.
And then the final quote-unquote mid-range is a CAC Z 6502 K1 Soft. Amazing.
Awesome. All right, I'll jump into these drivers. So we already had the Crank SS. This is the Streamline Ascend. This got a lot of mentions in our top 10 discs of 2022 as a snub because we did not include it, but feels great. I'm not even sure what this is.
Never thrown it.
It's definitely like a slow fairway, but it feels amazing.
Feels like a 6 or 7 maybe.
Thought Space Mantra. This is a faster disc, but again, Thought Space art cannot be matched. A Captain's Raptor, one of the first run Captain's Raptors, so last year's run. Beautiful. Looks like a Finish Line Era. I'm guessing this is an Era, right? Because the Supra is slower. Yeah, this is awesome. Little F2 Era action. Straight flying 10 speed. Oh, Pop Top Garrett Girthy Emperor.
I mentioned that's dope. Like the domiest disc I've ever felt in my life.
So domy. Wow, you can see. But it's also just beautiful.
It's sick.
The stamp is sick. Like it's an alligator. An alligator emperor. It's like a villain from Mario. Katrina Allen X3, awesome disc, 166 gram. This thing will bomb.
Gosh, yeah.
This thing's gonna go so far.
Also has a cool bottom stamp.
And then, is this a Grim X? Is this supposed to be in here?
Yeah. I know. This one I think is a little field tested, but
this one is field tested, but Swanky approved. Grim X is the final one. Really overstable driver from Castaplast. Gonna
probably not going to be as overstable in this plastic.
Yeah, it's K1 Soft, I should mention. What are we adding to the bag?
Adding one more disc to the bag. We're not slowing down on the last day. We have a Discmania Nordic Phenom. That's a PD, overstable 10-speed, and a special blend S-line. This is an absolutely sick disc. Again, huge thank you to Disc Golf Deals USA for sending these discs to give away, for sponsoring Discmas. Don't forget, you can go to discgolfdealsusa.com and use code SWANKY10 to get 10% off their store all of December and January. So there's still a bunch of time to use that code. And again, thank you to them for giving us these discs to give to you guys.
Absolutely.
That's the bag, guys. Simon Lizotte Grip AX5, 25 discs.
What a beauty.
And now we're gonna jump into Reed and I's in the bag. But first, we have to take a little trip and get Reed a new bag.
One Squatch bag, please.
And there you have it.
Ta-da! We got a new Squatch Legend 2.1, courtesy of Doggone Good Disc Golf.
For those of you who don't know, we did a series of tag matches. We've actually been doing a series of sort of tag matches throughout the entire year, but throughout Discmas, we had our 3 last ones. Whoever wins got to pick whatever bag they wanted. Reed won, and
I won.
We got him a Squatch bag. So I have a Grip CX1. Reed has a Grip AX5.
Yes.
It's not sponsored. If you would like to sponsor us, I will sell out.
I also will sell out.
I will throw this bag in the trash.
Main
Starting
accessory on this bag is the 1 tag from the Swanky tag match. That's the main accessory.
Mine is a 4 tag right now, but it should be a 2 tag. I finished in second, unfortunately. Also have a foundation towel. Shout out to Foundation Disc Golf.
Foundation towel. Okay.
All right, we're gonna start off with putting putters. Reed, you can go first.
PA3s, you've seen them before.
Maybe.
They belong in this bag. This
Putter pocket is huge.
There's so much room. Look at this super secret pocket, too. Whoa, it goes forever back there.
All right, I'm putting with ions still. A lot of people have told me I need to switch to Nomads, but Nomads are a little bit different, and I don't want to. I like
I don't want
the ions.
Throwing putters, Envies. I have a soft Envy that's like been run over by a car, and then I have an Electron Firm Envy that is much more stable.
Throwing putters for me, I'm rocking. So I have my understable throwing putter, this Trash Panda. Shout out to Dark Roast Disc Golf. Dakota over at Overthrow dyed this for me. Says stay swanky. So I'm rocking the inner core. I did have the Armadillo. This actually flies kind of similar, but doesn't have a thumb track and is a little bit faster, a little bit glidier. So I liked it more. And then slightly overstable, I have the Praxis from ThoughtSpace. And then very overstable, Get Freaky Zone. I throw this on every hole.
Little Discmas lore, I gave Luke this Praxis in a Secret Santa video.
Discmas. Yeah, last Discmas Secret Santa. I got this Praxis. Absolutely loved it.
Yep, still in the bag. How about that?
Still in the bag.
All right, this, I just found it in the main pocket, is the cooler that comes in the Squatch bag. So this is for all of my many iced coffees that I drink on the course, as the guys know. I guess I go for my zone now. Zone finds its home. 4-claw zone. Right where it belongs. Where I can always get it. I can actually get low-key, like, I got tons of room. I got the zone up there easy. Which means I can get my pig in here, too. I'll just put my R-Pro pig right here. I have the R-Pro pig. It's just like a straighter zone.
Crazy.
The Robbie C pig is enshrined in my house next to my Isaac Robinson Tesla.
All right, moving into mid-ranges. I have really minimalized my bag for my sanity purposes. So I only have 3 mid-ranges. I have Super Understable, which is this Mint Discs Lobster, pretty new, which is funny because this one I don't even know if it's really in the bag. We used it in a video,
It's kind of in the bag.
And I kind of liked it. Mint Discs Mustang, so it feels exactly like the Lobster except for overstable. It's the same plastic, so I kind of like that. It's pretty overstable. Reed was sent these by Brad and Robbie C from the In the Bag podcast. He's bagging one, and he's letting me try this one. It turns out I was also missing an overstable mid. So, and then we have a Buzz, which if I'm ever reaching for a mid-range, it's usually this one. I don't know if you need anything else.
If Luke's reaching for a disc, it's probably that
That's
Buzz.
true.
I have
does
more.
everything.
I have more mids than Luke. I'm bagging 6 right now. So let's go least stable to most stable. I'm bagging the special edition Origin from that mystery box challenge we did earlier in Discmas. It is so understable. I am bagging a C-Line MD, the old school ones. It's like slower and it flies like a long putter. It's just very neutral. I have a Buzz SS, which is, I like to throw this forehand and backhand because it's really flat top, feels good for forehands. I have my Harpoon, which flies like Luke's Buzz, but a little slower. And then I too am bagging the Mustang as my overstable backhand mid-range right now. I'm liking it so far. I've only thrown it once outside of the video that we shot with it, but I am liking it for backhands. Not so much for forehands. I think I'm just not good enough to throw that disc forehand. And then the Recluse from the Flex Before Discmas tournament is just like ridiculously overstable forehand and backhand. It's insane.
5-speed?
It's a 5-speed. It's flat top, so it's nice for forehands. It's like a longer zone. It's so overstable. And it has like 0 glide. It's crazy.
Interesting. Now moving on to fairway / control drivers.
Yep.
Again, very minimal these days. I have a Soda as my really flippy, super controllable fairway driver. I'll throw this on backhand and forehand. It's super flippy, and I love the feel of it. They have these crazy smooth rims that we've talked about on the channel before, but it's a very unique disc and I like it a lot. This one also very recent. My 8-speed slot shifts a lot, mainly because I just lost my passion, the disc. The disc.
He lost all his passion.
I lost the disc, and I haven't really found one that I like as good as it, so I might just buy another passion. But for now, I have a Phenom. Also, Flex Before Discmas. Shout out to Legacy Discs.
Yep.
This plastic is really cool. Icon plastic. It's kind of like less flippy than the Soda, but still kind of flippy. And then we have an Instinct. This is the like workhorse, slightly overstable, amazing 7502. Love how it feels. I've been thinking about switching to the Cookie from Clash Discs. Also 7502. Hand feel like a Soda. So one of these days I'm gonna have to get out and just play a full round with them and see how it feels. But for now, the Instinct is like one of my favorite discs of all time. The only disc I've ever aced with. Not this one, but an Instinct.
Nice shot.
And then this isn't really a fairway driver, but it's 10 speed. This is an like misprinted Roman coin Paul Macbeth Onyx. I actually have not thrown this disc yet. I lost my other Onyx and just put this in the bag. Onyx.
Okay, I have so many more discs in this category than Luke. I have 8 fairways to control drivers. I have a Night Strike 1 FD, super straight flying fairway. And I normally bag a Night Strike 2 to be the overstable comparison to it. But for a tournament coming up, I took that one out of my bag and put a different one of these fairways in. I'll show it to you in a second. I have my 2 F2s. I throw this blue F2 more than any other disc in my bag. Forehand, backhand. It's like a great pushing hyzer disc. And then this is just the more overstable version of that.
Gotta have a 7502 in the bag.
Got to. Essence, Lux Essence. Completely the most understable disc in my bag. Throw it on rollers. In anyone's bag. This is the flippiest disc in your bag, too. Then I have the Undertake. This is a 5-time titanium Undertaker that I am throwing on one hole at Alexander, which is a course we are playing coming up soon. And I could probably make another disc work, but I'm so comfy throwing this disc on it. All right, then we have our more utility discs. I have 2 Firebirds, 1 Color Glow, 1 Champion, not C-Line, Champion. They're both super overstable. And then I have an Onyx in the bag that I would used to throw for like what I throw my F2 on now. And now this will come as maybe a surprise, but I really only throw this on like Tomahawk lines. I'm just so used to it on Tomahawk, so I like it for the very rare instance that I need that shot. I have the Onyx for that.
All right, moving on to the distance drivers. I also don't have a ton of these, but I guess more than the other discs in my bag. And it's mainly because I have 2 Graces now. I was a Wraith guy. I'm a Grace person now because the Grace is just like a beat-in Wraith. Everybody says it, I know. But like it's true and I like that. So this is a kind of flippy Grace for me now. It'll just hold whatever line. I can throw it on a little bit of hyzer and it'll flip to flat. And then this is an Orbit Grace, which it's actually a little bit more overstable. This one flies like a Wraith. This one flies like a beat-in Wraith, but I didn't have to do any work for it, so that's great. And then I have 2 DD3s. I have a Cloudbreaker 2 that I've been throwing since the day it came out because I just thought it was so cool. And now this thing is like the flippiest distance driver in my bag. I'll throw it on like hyzer forehands or sometimes backhand too, just like hyzer flip to flat backhands. And then this is a beefy DD3. I just like I don't throw many 12 speeds, but these are super comfortable. I don't know. I've always thought DD3s were just kind of comfortable. And then I have an Enigma. Also, again, shout out to Dark Roast Disc Golf on Instagram. Dakota dyed this one for me. Nice. This one, yeah, I don't know. I use this for like really big, if I'm throwing it flat or like even a little bit of anhyzer. That's pretty much its sole use in my bag. I love the Enigma. Then I have a Force, and I don't know why, but this specific Force is just crazy overstable. It's more overstable than any other disc that I have ever thought about bagging, and so I really use it in like a ton of wind, or like it always like skips. I think the wide rim and how overstable it is, it skips like crazy. So sometimes I'll just like throw it at the ground and let it skip 150 feet. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I have 6 distance drivers. I have a Lone Star Curl from the Swanky Time Open that is just wildly understable. Not like Essence understable, but like very understable for a distance driver. So that's like full flight, flip, and ride right the entire way. Grim, mostly throwing this forehand for like full flight forehands. It's super nice. I don't think it's a 13 speed, but you know, to each their own. It feels more like an 11 to me. So there's that. I made some room by doing this.
Nice, there you go.
We'll see. I think I can get them all in now. I have 2 Vapor Enigmas, and man, this one's dirty. What happened? Okay, I have 2 Vapor Enigmas.
That are the same color.
They are the same color. Tune into the In the Bag episode that I was on to see a little tidbit about these Enigmas. But yeah, mistakes have been made. This one is more overstable than this one. This one's just older by about 6 months. So yeah, my last 2. This is my go-to overstable distance driver, and I know you'll laugh because it's a Wraith and they're not overstable, but it is my overstable distance driver. Don't laugh.
No, those ones are kind of overstable.
Yeah, this one was kind of beefy, but it started to not be. I threw it at Yahula once just trying for an overstable shot, and it flipped up a little bit. So I put this in the bag, but I think this is coming out because it's just another Wraith. It's like the same exact stability. So we'll see.
Have to do a review of that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's our 2023 in the bags. Thank you so much for watching. And for those of you who have followed along with all of Discmas, huge thank you. It's been a ton of fun. We will see you guys very soon. It's the plan. Stay swanky. Merry Christmas.